What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today I found a Sultai control deck I wanted to share with you guys. I found this list to be very interesting. The only thing that I've changed is that there was 3 Doppelgang in this list, but I currently only own 2, so I instead put a Virtue of Persistence in. So that is my replacement, but if you do have 3 Doppelgang, don't be shy, just play a third one instead of this. But anyway, the other interesting things is that you got Fade from History that could get rid of stuff like Urbrask Forge, Caretaker's Talent. It has a lot of good utility, so there's that to keep in mind. Plus there's so much removal in this deck that any mono red or Rakdos aggro or any deck like that is going to have a hard time dealing with this deck. And even control decks are going to have a lot of problems because of Outrageous Robbery. So anyway, let's get right into this list. We got 3 Anoint with Affliction, 4 Bitter Triumph, 4 Go for the Throat, 4 Tear Asunder, 2 Pillage the Bog, 3 Silver Scrutiny, 3 Outrageous Robbery, 2 Doppelgang, 4 Ancient Cornucopia, 1 Fade from History, 3 Deadly Cover-Up, 1 Virtue of Persistence, 5 Islands, 7 Swamps, 6 Forests, 1 Undercity Sewer, 1 Underground Mortuary, 1 Hedge Maze, 4 Demolition Field, and 1 copy of Mirrex. Let's get into these games. Okay, our opponent goes first. Everyone's favorite mono red? Oh yeah. So we need a swamp. That will give us the swamp. Probably gonna keep that because our opponent is probably gonna just summon a bunch of dudes that we gotta remove. And what's really good about this deck is you're just going to be removing everything. Another thing I like about this deck specifically is Tear Asunder is very relevant with all these really good enchantments and whatnot, as well as creatures. And it just has a lot of, flexibility. So, especially with the new stuff coming out, there's going to probably be a lot of, well, they all got spoiled, all the cards, but there is definitely a lot of cards that are just insane that are enchantments, the ones that have impending, I believe. So we get rid of the Swift Spear because it's the bigger card. Hopefully they don't get a good card with that to use. Don't draw. So I really want to use the Ancient Cornucopia, but obviously we can't. We don't want to take any more damage. We don't need a second one either. So we're just chilling. You gotta appreciate the list that play 4 Go for the Throat and 4 whatchamacallit, Bitter Triumph on top of the 4 Tear Asunder. It's art. Just all this removal. Alright, so we just gotta set up for the Deadly Cover-Up at this point. And then we could maybe exile their Monstrous Rages with Deadly Cover-Up if anything. Oh yeah, look at all this. Pushing. So they got 6 damage. They got to do 3 more. If they have any 1-drop spell that could give something 1 attack, they have it. It's terrifying. So, thankfully we're still alive. Barely. So we'll do this. Honestly, I'm trying to think, what is the bigger threat to get rid of? 3 damage. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna get rid of. They have 1 more in their deck. And if they draw this, that would be bad. So I'm gonna get rid of this. They don't. They have a lot of cards that could still do damage to me. As I was thinking they could just buff it up. They're going to buff that up, but we're still in it. They're going to village it, put it to 2. Oh, I'm sorry, 3. Yikes. That was rough. Okay, we get to go first. We don't have a green mana source, but it's okay. Kinda wish we had that green mana source right now. Did I mention I wanted a green mana source? Yikes. Big yikes. Big yikes. The green mana source. So get rid of 1. It's more important to get rid of right now. And then we'll get rid of that. Is that your play, really? Is they're really going to just try to do a lot of damage early? Oh, how convenient. Get rid of that now. Wonder if they're going to go for the Bivouac play again. Yeah, their hand's that bad, huh? Get rid of you. Now we're going to try to draw some cards. Or, well, dig for a card, should I say. Demolition Field. Deal with the other Bivouac. Downport is more important to get rid of now. Downport's so good. Just keeps reminding me. That's good at least. Wonder if their whole hand is just board wipes or something. That'd be funny. So now, get rid of you. So, Next turn's looking like a deadly cover-up, not a deadly cover-up turn, outrageous robbery turn. We're just gonna be a little outrageous. Oh, whoa, wrong card. Don't want to do that. So X is 5. Let's see what we get. Hopefully an Urbrask Forge. That is not an Urbrask Forge, but still useful. The Mirrex definitely is. That's for sure. Distracted by my dogs. Heard a noise. So we're gonna go with Caretaker's Talent. We can make a my token. Might as well play that. Could go for another Caretakers, but is that the move? Could draw 2 off that. Yeah, might as well get as much stuff on the board now. So I'm only going to take 1 damage, it's not a big deal. Oh, the flanker. Okay, you know what? This is fine. Take a little less damage this way. We got nap tokens, but it's fine. So, I wonder, how annoying would I be if I did this? So, X could be 2. So, maybe 5 I take. Alright, so now we're cooking a little. Okay, so they could potentially do 5 damage to me at the most, putting me to 4. So in theory, if I just get rid of Urbrask Forge and this fish dude, I should be okay, right? Yeah, that's fine. I really don't care about that. Okay. I drew because of that. That's so funny. Alright, so do this first. Get rid of you. I want to gain 1 more life, so I might as well do that. 2 tokens out, so I have enough to do for 5 mana left over. Okay. This ain't too bad. I want to see what I get. I have mana to spare right now. Just gonna do this one. That is a good card. So what we're looking for right now, though? Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Got 2 removal spells on standby, pretty much. That's the Fountain Port. So check it out. This is the method to my madness. I'm going to get rid of the Fountain Port, so instead of going for the Throat first, I get rid of Fountain Port so they can't sacrifice the fish. Instead, they gotta do that instead. So now I do this, get rid of that. Still have a fish at the end of the day, but they can't sacrifice the fish. I go for the Throat to draw. So that's the whole idea. Let's go for another Swamp. Ooh, now that's something, huh? Okay. Okay, opponent. I see you. I see you doing things. I'm about to do the most ridiculous robbery on them in a second. So, I robbery for 3, 6, 8, 9. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Once again. First we do this. Now we're gonna really gain a lot of life. So first off, let's do this. Yes. Second off, let's get rid of your fish. We still have both lightning helixes, which is really good, and a braid. Literally got everything at this point. So now we can literally just take out anything. And we control the control deck. You know, I want to take advantage of gaining a lot of life right now, just to keep myself out of range on them. Just in case they did pull something. And I could still go for my might, which is cool. So now we're gonna play another lands. Just swing. Slow pokes to death. A little damage here, a little damage there, and then we get the job done. Next turn's the kill turn, though. They don't have anything. And we get it. Having that third Doppelgang might be good, though. I think about it instead of the Virtue. So if anyone has 2 Doppelgang instead of the 2, then just play it the way that it is. I feel like just the Virtue is good, but the Doppelgang really shined in that game with copying the Urbrass Chord. Even if they got rid of it, it's pretty good. Interesting card that this list plays is this. I'm not a big fan of this card, but I can understand why people like it because of the exile, but I could still dig it. So let's see what we can get with this. We're gonna try to find something good. We're gonna counter it. Bird deck. Very cool. That's actually a good card. Yikes. Silver Scrutiny is going to be so slow for me. I really don't want it in my hand right now. I'd rather just draw something else like that. See, that's a lot better. Now we just take a little less damage now. Three of them? What is this game? Alright, I really don't want to Tear Asunder one of those things. I might just Outrageous Robbery for 3. Wait, really? Okay. I guess that works. That's so funny, actually. This is not bad. It's gonna be the slow game, it seems. Okay, I regret keeping that forest at the top of my deck now. Those lands. Ah, there's the Haughty Djinn. Can't stop both my removal spells though, thankfully. So I'll hit him with 1 first. They counter this. Oh, they bounce it. It's so funny. Alright, I guess that works. The double robbery. Look, this is the most useless deck to robbery. But I'm going to put them in a weird spot because I'm going to make them counter this or I'm going to get the top 4 of their deck, which might not be a big deal for them, but we're going to find out. Interesting. So, I wonder how they feel if I bring up my own Hardy Gem. This is where we get rid of your Hardy Gem now. You got greedy. What's nice is like, I'm just going to play Protect the Castle with the Hardy Gems. If they try to bounce it back to their hand, I could just shore up on it. It's pretty funny. Like right now. I mean, they could easily just counter it. They're playing mono blue, they have to have a counter or just another bounce spell. They have a full hand. Yep. As predicted. Do I do another big robbery turn on him? Maybe that's the move. No, yeah, I'm gonna go for another big robbery play. I get to look at 6 cards that way. So, let's see. Okay, let's see. Use a forest. Or do we use their island, actually? Let's use their island. Let's make him waste a card. I'm just going to set up her Into the Flood Maw, then Essence Scatter their creature. Is that the move? Alright, let's see how they like a Deadly Cover-Up. And we get the game. Nice. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Please like the video, subscribe, and have a good day. Take care.